Hi, class. Today we are in Chapter 1, Lesson 3, American Indians of California. The American Indians of California can be divided into at least 6 distinct cultural regions: Northwestern, Northeastern, Central, Great Basin, Southern, and Colorado River. Groups in each area share cultural similarities. Some of the people living in the central region, for instance, speak similar languages. Okay, so what that means is that these regions are separated based upon their cultural characteristics that they share. So in other words, the people in this region here would share similar languages or other things culturally. The location of each group directly affects their culture and way of life. The Cahuilla, for example, built irrigation systems to raise crops in the desert basins in the south, while the Yurok, living among the northern coast, fished for most of their food. The Pomo are a part of the Central California cultural area. Before encountering Europeans, the Pomo thrived by making use of the plentiful natural resources available in their region. The Pomo collected acorns, fished with nets and traps, and hunted deer, birds, and other small game. Roundhouses made from wood, earth, and grass functioned as homes and gathering places. Now, based on the evidence in this text, without even looking at this map here, we can see that the Pomo lived near a water source because it says right here that they fished with nets and traps. And so, of course, you'd have to be near water to fish, wouldn't you? And then you can see right here, Pomo, they're right here along the California coast. Basket weaving played a large role in Pomo life and traditions. Pomo baskets, often decorated with feathers and shells, are well known around the world for quality among art collectors. Baskets served as a purpose in a number of aspects of Pomo life, including cooking and childcare. Museums collect Pomo baskets as valuable works of art. Farther to the south, in the Central Valley, pre-Columbian groups including the Miwok built their cultures around the region's resources. In the valley, Miwok hunters stalked deer, elk, and antelope. In the marshes, they set up traps for otters and beavers. Let's take a look now at the map on this page. What we have is a map titled American Indian Groups of California. And as we zoom in, we can see that in the legend, we have the regions that it talks about in the text. Northwestern would be the purple area here. The northeastern, the dark green area. Central would be the lighter green. Great Basin would be this yellow area, and as you can see, it comes all the way up here. And you can see there's actually a little dark green area that goes with that right there. Southern, which is going to be this orange area. And the Colorado River, which is going to be this area right here. And present day boundaries, that's these lines right here. So these are the state borders here. Here's the international border with Mexico. Let's take a look at the next page. Forest may have been the most pivotal source of Miwok way of life. Oak trees provided the Miwok with their staple product, the acorn. Children would shake loose acorns from the oak's upper branches, while women collected the fallen acorns in large baskets. The Miwok women ground the acorns into flour to make bread, biscuits, and soup. Southern California's deserts do not have the same wealth of resources. There, groups such as the Cahuilla, the Serrano, and the Chimuevi adapted to use the few plants that grow in the desert. The Cahuilla also developed irrigation systems to raise crops, including corn, squash, beans, and melons. By digging ditches to feed into small lakes, the Cahuilla made use of the limited precipitation to sustain a vibrant culture. Primary source: How the World Grew. Miwok Legend. In the beginning, the world was rock. Every year, the rains came and fell on the rock and washed off a little. This made the earth. By and by, plants grew on the earth, and their leaves fell and made more earth. Then pine trees grew, and their needles and cones fell every year, and with the other leaves and bark made more earth and covered more of the rock. If you look closely at the ground and the woods, you will see how the top is leaves and bark and pine needles and cones, and how a little below the top these are matted together, and a little deeper are rotting and breaking up into earth. This is the way the world grew, and it is growing still. This is the translation of Northern Miwok Legend by C. Hart Merriman, published in 1910. So in other words, this is a Miwok legend of how the earth came into being. All right, boys and girls, go back and reread this chapter, look at anything that you didn't quite understand and read that again, or listen to the video again, and we'll see you soon.